Almost live. Yes. Okay. We are live, everyone. Yes. I'm so happy to be with you. It is my first official day back in the office, and it has been 16 days since I worked. I actually did go on yesterday and looked at a couple emails and did a few social media posts, but that's all I did for 16 days. And first of all, I just want to tell you, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Kiki Lovelace, and I'm the owner and director of education at Interstellar Pilates and Yoga Studio. And I'm also the founder and business growth mentor at the Thriving Studio Owner Program, where I teach my fellow studio owners, light workers, yoga teachers, Pilates instructors, how to double or triple their revenues in quantum time, working 20 hours per week or much less, which is what I have learned how to do. Hey, Casey, I'm so glad you're here. Awesome. And I can see there's some other people here. Can you comment so I can find out where you are joining me from? Write that in the comments. So here's what I want to tell you guys is that I spent the first 8 years, or maybe less than 8, because I started to change this pattern last year in not 2020, but in 2019. So I had this terrible experience of going on a vacation with my family and just absentmindedly opening my email. And it was on Tuesday of this week-long vacation. This is a couple of years ago. Hey, Leah, welcome. And I opened this email, and it was an email from a disgruntled employee. And for any of you who are small business owners, I know you feel me on this, is it is one of my main motivations for living is my employees, is my team. And it's I make so many decisions all the time to protect my team, to support my team, to grow my team, to develop my team members. And I can't even tell you how heart-wrenching it was to have this disgruntled employee and to have my nervous system just totally assaulted by this terrible email that I got from this person, which, I then worked out and everything was fine eventually after some time. But essentially it took over this vacation. So when that happened, I made a decision in that moment that I would never again look at an email. And then this past year, I've been really working on social media fast, or go on social media during my vacations again. So this winter was the first time I went for 16 days. And for me, in the early years of being a small business owner, I could maybe do it for 4 hours. And then I remember it was really advanced for me at one point to even shut down my phone and my email and not check anything for one full day, for a 48-hour cycle. That was a really big up level for me. It's when you're a small business owner and it's your baby and you're so invested, and as a small business owner, you're often responsible for a lot of things. It's it's so seductive to just be constantly plugged in to your, to being connected. And so for me, it was just such a celebration to be completely unplugged. So I wanted to share with you my download, because the thing is, when you unplug, you get the downloads. Even though, this year in 2020, I was not able to be on a beach in Hawaii or anything like that, be on vacation. It was just a staycation at home. Hey, Kawasi, yes. Yes, thank you. I am in my energy right now. Thank you for seeing that. So even though it was just a staycation, I still got a lot of downloads. I did my meditation practice, my prayers every day. I did a bunch of workouts and just got outside and in the fresh air every day. And so and I had a ton of family time, of course, every single day with my daughters and my husband. And so it was actually a very restorative couple of weeks. And when we rest and do things that are pleasurable and enjoyable, of course, we get all the downloads, we get the visions. And so this is what I wanted to share with you, was my biggest takeaway, is realizing all those years I used to work during Christmas vacation. And I actually would work my studio team really heavy around Christmas, because in my mind, there was this very important deadline that was January 1st. When you're a fitness business, it's often almost every single year of my life as a business owner, January has been my best month of sales. And so, oftentimes we would raise our rates for January. We would update the website. I would oftentimes send out new contracts to all my teachers, update people, give people raises. It's like December was a very active time for me for years. And I did it very differently this year in 2020. So, me and my team members for the studio started talking about some of the shifts we wanted to make in September. By the time December 15th rolled around, we were done. We had completed the website updates. We had some automatic emails that were ready to roll. It's like everybody got to take a break this winter. And so here's the download that I got. Hey, Carmen, so glad you're here. Oh, Bree's here too. Hi, Bree. So here's the download that I got. It's that I felt my deep understanding for why we have a winter break. And I felt this longing inside to align myself and my business even more so with the rhythms of nature. And so really understanding like the energy of the seasons and the energy of the season of winter, which is a season for rest. It's a season for darkness. It's a season for allowing things to be happening underground. It's a season for gestation, for dreaming, for visioning. And so I really understood in these last couple of weeks, like, oh, this is why we rest during Christmas and New Year's. It's like it aligns us with the rhythms of the earth. And the more I feel aligned with the rhythms of the earth in my life and in my business, the more awake and alive and connected I feel, the more creative I feel, the more inspired I feel, and the more resourced I feel. So I'm coming back into this new year really like I didn't think that much about my business, quite frankly. I just kind of like allowed myself to be sleeping a lot and resting and just spacing out and just watching stupid movies with my family and having eggnog with my husband and eating lots of food. It was such a sweet pause, and I'm just really honoring like, yes, more rest, more pause, more allowing myself, the pleasure of unplugging, especially as an entrepreneur, as a small business owner. It's like we barely ever allow ourselves to do this. And I feel so proud of myself that I've come to a place where my nervous system is strong enough to resist the temptation to look at my email, where I'm like, no, it's not worth it. It is not worth whatever is going to come up. It can be dealt with, like in January. It does not need me right now. And what I've really come to realize in the last couple of years is like my life force is one of my most important business assets. And the more I protect and preserve my life force as the CEO of my 2 companies, as a leader, as a mentor, the better I can serve my divinely assigned purpose. So that's my message for you all today. Yeah, Kawasi, I see you. Yes, that is my message for you today. And I would love to hear if this resonates for you at all, if you relate to this at all. Do you think about like aligning your day or aligning your seasons, aligning your business with the rhythms of the earth, with the rhythms of nature? Do you take a stand to protect your sacred rest time? Like, how do you do that in your life? I personally, I feel like I've fallen upon like a golden treasure by discovering that I can just delete Facebook and Instagram off my phone whenever I want to, and then just like put it back on when I want to, a couple days later or like a couple weeks later. So that's one of my superhero tricks now for taking a stand for rest time and for making rest a part of my business plan. So let me know what you think about this in the comments below. I'm curious, is rest a part of your business plan, and how exactly do you do that for yourself? How do you prioritize that? All right, everybody, I'll talk to you real soon.